work-life balance. How do you manage to do that? How have you managed to grow in your career? And also a few time management tips. I think the two work together. Yeah.
So I can share my career history briefly. So I started off my career in advertising agency. I did that for 5 years. I was in the media department, and I don't know if anyone is familiar with that industry. It's super stressful. I remember I was pregnant with Fidel, my first child, and I would leave the office at 2 a.m. And then they used to use a vehicle like a Maruti, the small Nissans, to drop us. By the time they get to where I was leaving, it was 6 a.m. So I would tell the driver, just wait for me, I shower, we just go back to work, because at 8 I have a meeting. So it was very stressful, and actually at some point I blamed myself for my child being the way he was, because I was super stressed most of the time. So when I after 5 years, I joined OLX. OLX, I hope you all know OLX. So I was there from the beginning to the end until they sold the company to Gigi. So right now it's now known as Gigi. I was there for about 7 years. I was in marketing. Then went to Sandy for 10 months, then Global. I was there for 4 years. First year I was in marketing, then I moved to general management, and now I'm at Mingle since last year. So I'm a marketer, but now I'm focusing more on general management. So my career has been it's been crazy, to be honest. I remember there's a year I was doing my MBA at the same time I'm going through separation, at the same time I have a child who's just diagnosed with ADHD. I was going through so much. If I ask me today, right now, I can't remember what that year was about. Like I can't remember. I was like a zombie. But I got out of it somehow. So the tip I can give women, we are going through stuff, right? But it gets better every day. You will get out of it. Remind yourself that you did it last time, you can do it again. And then don't be too hard on yourself, ask for help. Build a support system around you, that whenever you need help, and whenever you feel like you're in a dark place, seek help. Look for people you can trust and they can support you during your journey. And then around time management, what I've done also is to try and automate my life. What do I mean? For example, the call for gas, take them home, continue with work. At dinner time, we have dinner together, then I can continue with work. So it's not about work-life balance, it's integrating my life into my balancing both work and my life. So the other thing is, don't be too hard on yourself. You're a human being at the end of the day. Do what you can, and what you're not able to do, it's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. And then have time for personal for yourself. So for example, every month, the last weekend of the month, I take my kids to my mom's place. I'm alone that weekend. I go to the spa, I go and dance. I just vegetate in the house. Screen time, I'm sorry. But the whole
Not 2 hours.
When she said 2 hours, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, so just find time for you. So I've automated that as well. Like every week, last weekend of the month, my kids go to my mom's place, then I have time for me. Whatever I want to do, hang out with friends or screen time.